It is go time. Go time indeed. Good evening, hello, welcome. You've seen the title, you know what's up. If you haven't seen the 3.5 hour live stream that happened probably most likely when everyone was sleeping, then I'm going to give you a quick condensed rundown. Big up Jamie in the chat there as well every single time. Big up Jamie chats. Liverpool. I forget what the head title is now. It's always different. It was Liverpool chats. No, it's Jamie chats, Liverpool. I think it's Liverpool chats. Anyways, big up Jamie every single time. Yeah. Lee Gunner in a spot of bother. And already some people commenting saying, not surprised, act a fool, then, reap the consequences, that sort of thing there. And it's like, yeah, I get it. But like, do you really want to go down that path of, potentially, doing this and having this thing happen to someone you don't like, and then maybe it comes back around and happens to yourselves? I know people are going to be happy in the chat and whatnot. My stance. I've said it many a times. I'm not for people getting brigaded, having shit taken down or forced upon and things like that. So I can't be a hypocrite here and say, it's good that what's happening to Lee. However, in saying that, there is something to say about the way that Lee acts, and he knows himself that he acts a fool, and he understands people get annoyed by him and he speaks out and whatnot. But we'll get to all that. I'll try to give you as best summary as I can. I mean, I could have done a 2-minute short, but I'm like, there's a lot to unpack in all this because the levels, the effort, again, this is all alleged. Okay, I can't say this is for sure. Now, Lee thinks he knows who's behind this. A lot of people in the live chat were trying to determine who he was and who is behind this and whatnot. Everyone's going to make up their own minds. Eric's already said it in the chat. That is what has been alleged. I don't know for sure, but Lee kept on alluding to someone that, followed him and then it went private, that works with AFTV, and always kept on referencing it, leave the geezer alone, and all those sorts of things. So a lot of people are like, it's got to be him. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. That's what's been alleged here. So we'll look at that. We'll look at that, Eric. That's exactly what we're going to look at, because it seems like, look, if you're going, there are so many things that you could have attacked, for lack of a better word, Lee Gunner for when it comes to content and tweets and videos and whatnot. And some things were taken down because Lee was actually rattled. He was mad at what was happening here. Of course, he had his phone stolen, and as many people may laugh and think, yeah, good, who cares, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Again, it's just put yourself in his situation. If you were out and about and someone took your phone or your wallet that had your keys or your money and all that sort of stuff there, not great. Not great indeed. It is 10 p.m. Billy. Big ups, Wilson. So, you think you're untouchable? Maybe. But he understands that he does say a lot of wild shit and he gets a lot of shit sent back to him. But the levels of meticulous planning and effort put into this, if this is fake, if this is meant to rattle him, if this is meant to scare him or take him down overall, maybe it's a damn mad effort. So big ups everybody that are here. Smash the likes up, all that good stuff. We'll look at this. It's just how I suppose the best way I can summarize this is, how much do you have to dislike somebody to go through these levels to have them have their channel removed? And I'll put a question in the chat there in the poll. I'll say, should Lee have his socials taken down? I'm interested to see what people want to say, because it's a matter of principle for me. As much as I dislike you, what you say, how you say, whatever, I'd much rather do a counter video or do like what I normally do with my commentary and whatnot, instead of just outright flagging and doing things like that. Now, one video that was removed already was the one that he had Joelinton on, and where he called a girl, the N-word and all that, and I covered that as well, and you can still watch the clips on that. The original video has been taken down. And fairs, Eric, everyone's entitled to their opinions. By all means, go for gold. Do what you got to do. Open and honest here. I'm not defending him for his actions. I'm more so saying, like, this is probably not the right way to go, because if it happens to one person, it can happen to everybody else. It's exactly North Red. Yes, freedom of speech, but not personal. But then again, you have freedom of speech, but you don't have freedom from consequence. Big up Michael Talks Football every single time, bro. Every single time. Big up Michael every single time, bruv. Man's doing the Lord's work with the AFCON coverage, European football coverage, all that good stuff. Go check out his channel. Shout your channel out, bruv. Don't be shy. I'm encouraging it. So, the live stream is up at the moment. It is there for everybody to see. It is 3 hours and 26 minutes, which I'm not going to sit here for 3 hours and 26 minutes. But what I am going to do is going to cross over to it right now. So smash the likes up. Enjoy yourselves. What did I hear Expression say? If anyone hasn't seen Expressions' meltdown, close him down, close him down. I told him to close him down. When Semenyo scored, I think he said something like, hype, comment and subscribe or something like that. Anyways, let's kick on, because you're not here to hear me waffle, you're here to see this. This is what we're here for. We're here for this. So this is Lee showing us this email. Now, the person who sent it is an Outlook address, which I don't know any person in law or works for a professional firm that has an Outlook address. That's news to me. I have some people that work in law as well. All of them have an email that is attached to the firm that they work for. Unless this is done off the cuff, what is it, pro bono, whatever they call it. Someone's done it privately on the side. I'd find it very, very odd if that is the case. However, we'll run with the idea that this is somebody who's working for someone and trying to make it do. And they have deduced that it's a ChatGPT thing, because there are things that's in bold and it's not formatted properly and whatnot. And anyways, let's have a listen, because a lot of this comes down to the Free Palestine GIF that he has constantly used. And they reference this to be like anti-Semitic rhetoric, or it's encouraging anti-Semitism and something to that effect, which to that I say that's bullshit, because it's allowed to be on X. No one has been taken down for GIFs shared or anything like that. So I don't know where they get this idea from, but let's get cracking.
Trust me, you've picked on the wrong person, mate. Yeah, now I'm sharing this to everyone. Yeah, you're finished. I know exactly who this is. 19th of December. This is the first email I see, yeah? Well, it ain't the first email I see. Sorry, my bad. The first email I see, so that one's the 29th of December. The first email I see, yeah, was this one on the 4th of January, Sunday, 4th of Jan at 7:39 p.m. Spanish time.
So he's going to explain that this is, what did he call it? Something about, what's it called? Epiphany or something, like the king's birthday, I believe it is. Nobody works on that day. So I don't know this for sure. I'm just reporting what's being said here, what I'm looking at. Take it as you see it.
Name me a lawyer that works at 7:39 on Sunday, on the 4th of January. There ain't one. Every lawyer's is shut, mate, for civil case. What are we doing here? Look at my reply. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Didn't even address the cunt. Yeah? What have I posted that's anti-Semitic? Right, cool. Let's go from the beginning. We'll go all the way up, yeah? This will take a while. So then I looked all the, so I was like, okay.
So he's going to keep going on about what's happening here, but I'll give you the quick rundown. It says, on the 19th of December of last year, 8:21 p.m. apparently, says, I'm writing as legal counsel instructed by a Swiss organization regarding a pattern of content published from your X account. One such post generates replies containing explicit anti-Semitism and violent language, including a statement baked that, you know what, as evidence in the screenshot attached. To continue, the continued public availability of this content without moderation or disassociation contributes to the amplification of anti-Semitic abuse and reflects a lack of due diligence in the management of the account. But my thing is, like, if I say something, am I then responsible for what everybody else says? Like, if I just post something, let it go, and now I'm responsible for what people are saying when I'm not paying attention to it, am I meant to just constantly keep tabs on it? Maybe there's an argument in that. I don't buy that. I don't think, unless you're explicitly stating that you should go and do something towards somebody, or brigade them or whatever it is, I don't think you should be found responsible for what people respond by. You can say like the maddest thing. You can say like Mikel Arteta is king, and or Mikel Arteta sucks, and anyone who believes him, some stupid term or whatever, and people can say what they want under it, bro. I don't think it's down to you, bro. It's not for me, man. Incitement. I don't know if it is. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, so I plead a fifth.
Cool. So, this was the first original email from this fake lawyer. Yeah, fake lawyer that doesn't exist in Spain, that is using ChatGPT.
Is a lawyer using a burner email? I don't know. That's a good point, Casey. I'm not sure. Criminal offense. Yeah, exactly. Faking a legal representative if it's someone who's in government as well, a person of authority. I'm not sure, man. Yeah, Olu, and that's the thing as well. In the UK, well, this is in Spain though, but in the UK, I know people have been busted for mean tweets and things like that. So the UK is a very weird place for you to be speaking online, bro. Anyone can knock on your door and say, "Oi, you're right there, mate. You said some naughty words the other day. We're going to take you into the station, yeah? The old Bill's going to give you a free ride, innit?" It's my shit Cockney accent. Anyways.
Pretending to be working on behalf of somebody from Switzerland. Isaiah, you're in Saudi. Anyone from that part of the world, yeah, hit me up. Yeah, because these man names, Friday night.
Try and speed things up as quick as I can.
And they're replying to me instantly as well, by the way.
Yeah, lawyer must be bored to be instantly replying, if that's the case.
Bless up Mark Grunden.
Someone says, "I'm Jewish. You think I would watch and follow you if you were anti-Semitic?" Some people don't like politics, I suppose. Keep it stepping.
Request for removal of anti-Semitic content on X. Dear Mr. Gunner, I write as...
So I read through that already.
Yeah, these men are fucking idiots. Where's the screenshot? Where's the screenshot? In the screenshot...
It says message clipped. I think if he clicked view entire message, maybe would have showed up.
Attached. Where's the screenshot? It'd be at the bottom. Dickheads. Absolute wasters, bro. Yeah, absolute waste, man. I knew this was snide, but my head was all over the gaff because I had my phone jacked.
Hey, the Cockney accent is not as good as the Scouse accent, all right? Let's just leave it in the past.
In it, yeah? So question within the terms and conditions of said app. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure...
So this is what they want to do. The continued public availability of this content without moderation or disassociation contributes to the amplification of anti-Semitic abuse and reflect likelihood of managing account. My client requests that you remove the anti-Semitic replies and or the original post, exercise appropriate diligence in moderating similar content on your account going forward, confirm in writing that these steps have been taken, and confirm that you will refrain from publishing or maintaining content likely to provoke or amplify anti-Semitic or other hate-based abuse against identifiable individuals. But who has he actually targeted? Look, I don't pay attention to Twitter that often, but I can't tell who is targeted specifically. I know that he always posts that same Free Palestine gif with the fist and that, and he's removed every single iteration of that, and he just reposted one today, I think, just to say, like, screw you, I'm going to post it anyways. Big up, Miser. So if that's the case, and I said in the chat, I was paying attention throughout the day, and I'm like, it sounds like someone really doesn't like how he's on Palestine's side. If this is a political thing, if this is a human rights thing, if I whatever the hell, I don't know, you can make up your own minds. But that's why I'm looking at this. Like, why would you specifically say remove the anti-Semitic replies and all the original post? Like, that's the maddest thing to me, bruv. It's a bit mad. It's a bit mad.
Sure, Elon's Jewish, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah,
we're not going to shoot. Actually.
Number 2, I can't delete anyone's replies on Twitter, you thick cunt. Yeah, exercise.
Actually, that's a good point. You can't delete replies, can you? If someone's responded to you, you can hide them, but you can't delete them. Let me check. Let me do this grok thing. Can I delete people's replies to my tweets? Let's see what grok tells me. Okay, says here, no, you cannot delete other people's replies to your posts on X. Reply owners control their own posts, and X doesn't allow post authors to permanently remove someone else's reply, but you can hide the reply is what you can do, or report the reply, block the user, or limit who can reply. So there you go. I don't know how you're going to be able to just remove things. He's supposed to sit there and just like hide every response. Like, go to the people that are saying these things, not the person posting them.
Exercise appropriate diligence in moderating similar content on your account going forward. Confirming right in the
relax with the comment, boy Tendio, bro. Let's just chill. Let's not turn it into a ethnic thing. We're looking at someone going into all this effort to try and get Lee Gunner taken down. That's what we're looking at. Let's just keep it chill, bro, please. A reply can delete their comments. In reply, you can. Okay, let's not make this. I'll turn the chat off if you people aren't going to chill, bro. Please, I'm here to discuss the email here in question, not people's ethnicities and whatnot, bro. Let's keep it chill, bro. Please, I beg. Anyways,
these steps have been taken. And number 4, confirm you will refrain from publishing or maintaining content likely to provoke or amplify anti-Semitic or other hate-based abuse against identifiable individuals. In the absence of timely remedial action, my client reserves the right to pursue this matter through the lawful channels where appropriate. This communication is sent without prejudice. Yeah, they have to say that. Yeah, to any rights or remedies available under applicable law or platform rules. Well, under the platform rules, I ain't broken Elon's rules, mate, so you can fuck off. I always thought it was sus. Yeah? Right? They would have taken it down. Bro, how many times have people said the N-word to me? I've quoted it, put in brackets or commas or quotation marks the N-word back, and I've not been cancelled. They have.
In context, using it in the correct context. Anyways, speed things. I really don't want to be here long, bruv. I really don't want to be here long. I want to try to get this done quickly as possible.
Notice, dear Mr. Gunner, I refer. Yeah, but look at this. This is how I knew it was a bit sus. Why is that in big bold? Why is that in big bold? Yeah?
It is rather are legal emails and documents not meant to be in bold or something to this effect? I don't know. I've never received anything like this, so I wouldn't know. It said, despite having been placed on notice, replies containing explicit anti-Semitic language remain publicly accessible within the thread associated content. No effective remedial action is apparent. While you may not be the author of such replies, under Spanish law, once effective knowledge or manifestly unlawful content exists and the account holder has a reasonable capacity to act through the perform. Really? Bro, is that true? I don't know if this is true. This could be complete bullshit. I'm not sure. In this regard, I draw your attention to Articles 8 and 11 of Ley 34, 2002, which impose a duty of diligence to disable access to unlawful content once notified. Bruh.
Sus. Why are these in big bold?
If someone has gone through this effort to fake this legal warning email of a takedown and legal action and I represent my client and blah blah blah, think of like the mental state this person has to be in to do something like this, bruv. That's what it is for me, bruv. Big up Hooks. But this the thing, Hooks, is it real? That's the question. Is this a real lawyer? Because the email was at Outlook, as I said at the start, which you just got here now, which is all good and well. If they're acting privately, if they're doing their own thing, they're not acting on behalf of a firm and whatnot, but then they say that the number that's listed there doesn't go anywhere. The email is a dud email. The image they used is a fake image. There's nothing that indicates which law firm they work for, anything like that. There's nothing really attached to an actual law firm or establishment, which is bringing up the whole question mark of, is this legitimate or not? Somebody thinks that there's something going on behind the scenes. Lee is adamant that he knows who's behind this, and people have referenced it in the chat already. I'm not sure. Allegedly, it's that person. No proof. He reckons he has the proof. He reckons he knows. Let's keep going.
Sus. That's ChatGPT, right? But again, I'm reading these and I'm thinking more about fucking how am I getting in my bank account and speaking to my kid, mate, and paying my bills. Yeah, so I was all over the gaff. So I was like, okay, cool.
Big up Hooks. W in the chat for Hooks. Man's got a job. You got a job, man. You want a job? You got a job, man. Big up Hooks. It's not easy doing the YouTube thing and doing the job thing at the same time, eh? Yes, not easy, but big up Hooks every single time.
Or whatever, right? So Despite having been placed on notice, the replies containing explicit anti-Semitic language remains publicly accessible within the thread associated with content published on your X account. No effective remedial action is apparent. While you may not be the author of such replies, this is where I knew it was bullshit when I read it back after I'd already done 2 of the things they wanted. Yeah. Whilst you may not be the author of such replies, yeah, so they've already admitted I'm not the author. So go and chase the fucking author of the replies then, dickhead. Yeah. Under Spanish law, once effective knowledge, which I didn't have at this point because, as you can see, that was the 29th of December. Yeah. Yeah. Conocimiento efectivo of fucking these fucking words. Manifestly unlawful content exists. Well, it's not unlawful, is it? Otherwise, Elon would abandon you.
Okay, I'm on Grok right now, so I'm on Grok. Let's just look at this real quick here. So this is what's been said. I said, is there Spanish law about mediating social media posts? Now I'm just asked the question. It saves me doing a whole bunch of research. No, there is no specific Spanish law that requires mediation in the sense of facilitated negotiation between parties. Spain regulates social media through various laws, primarily influenced by EU regulations like Digital Services Acts, which Spain has partially implemented, blah, blah, blah. Defamation, right to rectification, so blah, blah, blah. Mediation in Spain. Civil commissions, blah, blah, blah. Platforms themselves often have internal moderation and appeal, but these are not mandated by a unique Spanish mediation law for posts. If you're referring to a specific rumor, bill, or context, feel free to provide more details. Okay, so I don't see anything there, so yeah.
You bitch. Yeah, the account holder has reasonable capacity to act through the platform moderation tools. Well, I can't block their comment, chase them, mate. Yeah, a duty arises to adopt appropriate measures. In this regard, I draw your attention to Articles 8.
Anyways, you get the gist of it. We've seen what the situation is there. We've gone through this. You are not in breach. Mind you, a lot of people that claim they're in law or in practice, in training and whatnot, were in the comments and saying, this is true, this is not true, this is made up, I'll send you an email, I'll confirm these things, blah, blah, blah. Person says you are not in breach of LSSICE by being notified via email. I'm not sure what this means. Be up DJN1.
You know. Cool. Now let's go to the one I actually see, which then I scroll down. This is the one that I actually see. Yeah, on Sunday, the 4th of January, the email was sent at 7 minutes to 6 Spanish time. There ain't no fucking solicitor working at that time for a civil case, mate, in Spain. Sorry to break your heart.
The phone number was from Iran.
I refer to my previous correspondence duly sent to you, which has not been answered. Why is that all in bold? The period granted for adoption of remedial measures has elapsed. As of today, 4th of January 26, the replies identified in my prior communication containing manifestly.
So just reading off screen here, it says here, January 4th in Spain is not a national public holiday or a major standalone celebration. However, it often marks the start of local preparations for Epiphany, Dia de los Reyes Magos, the key event on January 6th when children traditionally receive gifts from 3 wise men. Many towns and cities activities ramp up around this time. There's a whole bunch of bits and pieces going on there. Real excitement builds on January 5th. So yeah, it's the start of Epiphany, so no one's really working at that period. Fair enough. Yeah, the phone number was from Iran. It didn't even exist. That's interesting to me. That's interesting. Iran. Why would a phone number be from Iran if you're in Spain? Apparently this Vera Mendoza or whatever her name is, the made up name.
Lawful anti-Semitic expressions. But hold on a minute. Let's just go back. Whilst you may not be the author of such replies, so I'm not anti-Semitic then. Cool. Thank you. There was too many discrepancies, but at the time, my head was all over the gaff. Yeah,
it's a bit mad. It's like, well, it's anti-Semitic, but you're not anti-Semitic, but the people responding are anti-Semitic to your post. It's like, well, why are you coming after me then? Like, again, I don't know the law aspect. The whole law thing is like, if I post something and someone says something mad underneath it, like, am I responsible for it then? That's the maddest thing. I don't think so. Not for me. If I say something and someone responds something mad underneath it or has a meltdown over it or some shit, that's not on me. That's on the person. I didn't tell the person what to do. Unless I've specifically said, hey, you, go and do this. Hey, you should do this. I'm not doing nothing, bro. I'm not doing anything. There was another timestamp I put in this somewhere. Where's my comments, bro? Where is the commenters? I put a timestamp in there somewhere. Where was it? Yeah, apparently it was a fake AI picture. It wasn't real. The email address was bogus. It didn't go nowhere. It was nonsense, bro. How many comments in this, bro? I only responded just recently, bro. Shit. Is my comment even here? Bloody hell. It's gone. I don't know. I need to find it now. It's like 1 hour 10 or something, or 1 hour 20. Damn, I need to find it now, man. Fuck's sakes. Now I can't remember where it was.
The last bit, the surname, space, and then said country. Yeah? Press search. Now it comes up with something. Yeah, I'm speaking to my kid. Yeah, I'm putting food on my fucking table. You nasty little prick. You're in a big...
Oh, here we go.
I referred to my previous correspondence, including my email on the 4th of Jan. Never put 2026 though, did they? Again, another red flag.
Yeah, that's a bit sus. Normally you're going to actually specify which year it was. Like, you're going to be very meticulous with your dates and when things were said and responded, bro. That's crazy. Ben, it's an absolute mazza. It's an absolute mazza, Ben. Someone is trying to take down Lee or trying to find a way to take him down, or... From what I ascertain in all this is I don't see anything in this other than somebody not liking that he is for Palestine or that he's always responding to people from Israel or that support Israel with the Free Palestine GIF, which he says he's removed every iteration of that bar the one he posted when he was doing this live some hours ago. So that for me means someone has not liked what he has tweeted in regards to that, and they've gone after him for that, which I think for me is a bit crazy in and of itself.
But at this point, I didn't know. Email of 4th of Jan. Why wasn't it 4th of January 2026?
Anyways, fine details. Who cares? Move it on.
Watch this, mate. We've sustained over 507.
Come on.
Yeah, and let me tell you right now, yeah. Let me tell you right now, when I cook, mate, I cook when I've got all the evidence. Yeah, and I am 100% convinced it is this person.
So just to read this bit here, it says, at the outset, I state expressly that my client harbors no personal animus or retaliatory intent towards you. This communication is issued solely to address objectively identifiable legal concern and to seek compliance with applicable Spanish law. My client remains willing to resolve this matter amicably. For the avoidance of doubt, in bold, this matter is not directed at you for the authorship of third-party replies. As such, it concerns the continued public accessibility of content originating from your account after effective notice and the foreseeable consequences of maintaining that content public. So basically, you've tweeted and you've said something and someone has responded and escalated it, and therefore you're responsible. You need to pay attention to that. I call bullshit to that, bro. I call bullshit to that, bro. I don't know, man. But yeah, Willsy. Yeah, appreciate that, man. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. It's the Muslim guy who dates the Polish guy. What? Bruh. That's crazy. It's going to get worse for later. People are already saying, when Arsenal win, you're finished. He's like, what? Because Arsenal finally win a trophy. Crazy work. The person at the table is the person, pretty much. That, yeah, Jade, that's without saying it's not you, but you're sort of doing this. It's for all the things that Lee has said, Lee has done, the way he's acted, the way he's responded to things and whatnot. There are so many more instances you can actually look at him and go after him for something if you really wanted to. Not my thing, but if you really wanted to send for him, there are many different things that you could actually pick him up for. But this specifically, it's a little too what's what I'm looking for? A very concentrated, very narrow, like it's pinpointed very specifically, and it's like someone doesn't like him using that Free Palestine GIF. if it's a matter of my opinion, which it's not, but as someone giving a commentary, I'm going to have to say it.
Yeah. And I swear down, there's enough people that don't like this particular person anyway. Same goes for me, by the way. And that's irrelevant. It's been restricted for time. This is another thing, yeah? Because I did delete all the GIFs. And I'm going to share that in a second, yeah?
There it is.
Because we're not even halfway through, by the way. We're not even halfway through, by the way. And I did delete the GIFs because at this point I was like, let me type in this guy's
idiot. I never actually hit enter to see my timestamp. Dickhead.
Surname and then the country that they're. I was like, bro, that's a multi-billion-pound organization in that country. I was like, maybe this is legit. Message to them was,
yeah, D. Vera Mendoza, having spoken with a lawyer today, has come to my attention that this is a civil-based case on a reply on X, which I have zero control over, as I have no access to their account. Furthermore, I can't delete their tweet. I can only delete mine, which you've already confirmed is not anti-Semitic, and your client agrees. I have only been aware. So basically, this has now become a thing of, I don't like what's being shared online because it affects me personally, and I don't like it myself. Therefore, you should not be posting. Oh, that's a good point, Jonathan. Lee did allude to that. He said, this is why we do the disclaimers at the start. And in my, your girl saying he's finished with Lee video, even I said, like, what's the point of saying, like, this is football opinion only? We don't do personal attacks. We don't do targeted harassment, none of that sort of stuff there. But then you've got someone just absolutely ripping into him. That's crazy work, bruv. Jamal, it's an absolute madness, bruv. Someone has gone through the effort of actually compiling legal emails and making them look as legit as possible with what is suspected or, alleged to be a fake name, a fake email address, a fake picture, a ChatGPT compiled response on all of this on Lee's tweets, which have then sparked anti-Semitic comments. But they couldn't specify what they were, and essentially he's removed the GIFs that he thinks was behind all this, and it's actually got him annoyed. It's actually got him rattled, bruv. Lee's lawyer, nah, not me, definitely not me. That guy, I know who you're talking about. I don't know if someone's got that much determination to pull off something like this. That's crazy. Whoever compiled this has time or backing, but this is the point, Jonathan. Like, think about this. Actually, let's look at the NBit here, because Lee was actually like mad rattled. He actually admitted himself. And for Lee, who says he's never actually, man's made many enemies. Yeah, many men wish death upon me, doing the whole 50 Cent thing. But yeah, is it fraud? I mean, trying to impersonate a lawyer. I know impersonating someone of government or authority, you can really get done for that. It's like stolen valor in a way. Impersonating someone from, war and things like that. But in saying that, again, the levels you've had to go through to compile this and make it a thing to either scare him or rattle him and whatnot. And it worked because the man he got like jilted. He did a bit. Let's look at the NBit here, and we'll look at the game in the morning, and then we'll call it quits, bro. Just a little bit here at the end NBit here. Jamal, if only it was that simple, bruv. If only it was that simple.
The actual address of the solicitor. Yeah, the woman's name and lawyer number, is not on the Bureau of Qualified Lawyers in Spain.
They did checkings.
Crazy. They
did some checkings. They looked at the law number. They looked at the email address. Looked at the name. No registered lawyer. No registered solicitor. Nothing like that ever showed up. So it looks a bit suspect.
Not only that. Yeah, the email address was set up in December. Yeah, the company was founded in 2025. End of 25.
I don't know what company that is, though.
Ooh, it's all looking a bit shaky. Yeah. Was it all worth it, fella? Yeah, I'll file a report in Spain and in England.
And mind you, Lee was actually telling people to report this video, saying send it to the Met police and send it to the Spanish police and the authorities. And I'm like, what is it really going to do, man? Trying to get someone for fraud, impersonating someone in law. I'm not sure what it's going to achieve or what it could achieve, but effectively, if someone is taking the piss and making themselves out to be a lawyer and threatening or giving a warning to somebody based on the premises that they've listed before, maybe there's something to it to say, yeah, this is bullshit. You need to be investigated, and I don't know if there's jail time involved, if there's a fine or anything like that. I'm not sure. I don't know at all. But maybe there is something to this. But he was telling people to go to the authorities and report it and see if they can do something about this, because man was absolutely shook by this.
In Spain and in England, bro. I'll do both. In fact, yeah, let's get this. Who do we report it to in Spain?
There you go.
But I'll speak to the ex. She'll know. She knows enough people in the fucking top positions, yeah, in the Spanish police, mate. Yeah. Shaky. Yeah, good luck, mate.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Capital B, capital F, capital B, capital O, capital F, capital U, capital M. Both of them. Big up, Trudon. Still on loan to Aston Villa, I see. Nice one. Just like Harvey Elliott.
Good luck. Yeah, the fact he's tried to do it and make out in another country as well. Do AI check. We've already done this. Anyone who's only just joined the stream, yeah?
Yep.
You've had 3 hours, 9 minutes of me
Full stream is posted in the description down below if you have a spare 3 hours and 26 minutes. I've tried to summarize this. There's a whole lot more in there, but hey, I've tried to condense 3.5 hours into like 45 minutes. So if I missed a few things or got a few things wrong, comments down below. Let me know.
absolutely chefing a person's name I'm not going to mention. Yeah. However, the police will when they cuff him up. And I swear down, I'm suing him. I promise you on my daughter's life.
Oof, that's bad. That's bad. Pizza, when you're meant to French fry, you're going to have a bad time. That's looking shaky at the moment, bruv. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's pretty crazy, though. Saying you're going to sue this person for impersonating a lawyer and trying to get you taken down and whatnot. And all this because they don't like his opinion on Arsenal or Arteta or the personality or the things he says and whatnot. I think it's more productive to point out what he said and what he's done wrong instead of just like trying to get shit taken down. And even then, you can always just report things if you wanted to. You can flag it. You can report it for whatever it is. I mean, he's done it on stream for Henry Wright's videos for like, was it lying or fake videos or something to that effect? I'm not sure. Like, he's done it live, so there are avenues you can go to do this. Like, we don't want to have like a whole Matt Jarbo situation from the mid 2010s where he was flagging other people's videos and then claiming he didn't do it. It wasn't him, it was other people. You don't want to have that situation there when you can't take a bit of banter and a bit of flack yourself. It's a bit mad, bro. That is a rumor, Trudon. That is a rumor. A rumor was that it could have been DT. I don't think so. He said the person's name starts with an M and a P. He didn't say it starts with a L and ends in a G. So I'm not sure about that. Peppermint Freedom, that's a good point. Because you see, normally he gets annoyed. He gets like animated, gets a bit angry. But this was like different. Like, he actually looked like worried because man had his phone or his wallet stolen, whatever it was. Obviously couldn't log in to use his bank app and whatnot, doesn't have cards or anything like that, whatever it was. Obviously the number had gone, and then amongst all these he's got this shit happening in the background as well, and he's like, what the fuck, I'm freaking out at the moment, bro. That's crazy. Nah, that's a crazy comment, Miller, bro. That's mad. I shouldn't laugh at that. That's nah. Oh, I disavow. That's crazy. Anyways, man was shook. We're getting to that.
You owe me a lot of money, mate. This channel makes over 150 grand a year and you're trying to take it down.
150
Wow.
G's. Wow.
Wow. You're trying to ruin my daughter's future. My daughter's 6 years younger than you, mate.
So he says he's 22 years old. So maybe you can take from that and condense and find out who this 22-year-old person is, apparently, if that is who it actually is. Again, this is all alleged. Don't know this for sure. Lee reckons he's adamant. He knows who he is. Anyways, let's finish this video.
Enough lawyers have helped as well, by the way. Yeah, and it's not necessarily what I'm saying most of the time. It's how I'm saying it because I'm vim with it. I'm aggressive with it. Yeah. But I'll tell you something. You want to know something? Ihi Shamon. Yeah. You have to be some nasty piece of cunt.
Oof.
Like proper deep-rooted mental issues. Yeah. to sit there and draw this plan up and think that
I
you
have
can
not
catch
tried
me.
on.
And for a minute you did. You're only lucky you caught me, bro. Yeah, because I had my phone pickpocketed in Barcelona. Yeah, and I was going to my emails to send a link to one of my pals so we could talk to each other because I didn't have a SIM in this fucking phone because it was Sunday. Yeah, and I'm so fucking glad I've done this stream. Thank you to every single person who's been here live. Every single one. I know I ain't read all the comments out. Yeah, I know it went on for 3 hours. Yeah, but real talk, yeah. I appreciate every single one of you. Yeah, because between all of us, yeah, we have built a great community. Yeah.
Community.
They can jog on. They can jog on. Yeah, every single one of them can fuck off. Malicious community. What's we talking about here?
Come on,
Spanish law. You like Spanish? Yeah. So maybe you might. Oh, they don't. Sorry, my bad. You might have to be extradited. Hold that. Yeah, infliction of emotional
talking about extradition over this. That's crazy.
distress, impersonating a solicitor, etc.
Well, there you go. There, maybe there's something to that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to a doctor. I need to go to a doctor, bro. I swear, because I've not been myself since I've read this. I'm not a doctor, etc.
All right, so everyone knows, I say everyone, maybe it's a generalization. Many people know that Lee has stated multiple times he doesn't believe in mental health, any of that sort of stuff there. But I mean, before I ever had a panic attack myself, I never knew what it was like. I thought like, oh, whatever, like you get a little bit anxious, like it is what it is. Bro, when you get that first panic attack, bro, you remember that shit for life. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe he's experiencing something that's actually getting to him where now he's experiencing what it's like to have, I wouldn't say a mental health breakdown, but it's playing on his mind a little bit now. Now he's understanding what it feels like. And you don't know what something feels like until you've gone through it yourself, bruv. That's how I think that's what's happening to him at the moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to a doctor. I need to go to a doctor, bro. I swear, because I've not been myself since I've read this. I'm not even taking the piss. Yeah, I'm gonna go doctor, mate. Yeah. You're in a lot of water, mate. Yeah, and you're without a paddle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You want to fuck around? Well, you found out, innit? Loss of income. Yeah. Loss of income. There's another one.
Income from what though? Because he deleted some videos. But once you've already made your money from the videos, they can't take money from you after that, can they? Or do they take a cut out of what you made from that video and remove it from the next batch of money that you've made? I'm not sure how the YouTube business side of things work. I'm just thinking like how would you have a loss of money if you've deleted a video? I know you delete views and things like that. I don't know if revenue does the same thing back again. I'm not sure, bruv. Terry Robbie expression must make big money. Sure, possibly.
I haven't been able to eat or sleep. Bro, I'm up at 9 a.m. doing this stream.
It was early
it's
though.
Been fucking jarring.
Man went live at like 6:37 in the morning Spanish time.
Me, bro, for 2 days, 3 days. My mental health has taken a knock perch. Yeah. And you guys know I don't believe in it, but I don't believe in it because I've never suffered it, bruv. Maybe I am right now. Maybe that's what it is.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm worn out, mate.
There you go. Peppermint Freedom said as well, where was it? I'm pretty sure I saw it in the chat here, something like, yeah, now he believes it. So I'm telling you, man, you don't buy something until it's been offered to you to buy, until someone sells it to you and you get it. Like once you've experienced something, that's when you understand what it feels like. Where was it? I'm pretty sure I saw it somewhere. Oh no, it wasn't Peppermint. Sorry, it was Jonathan. He says Lee dealing with level of abuse takes its toll. He dishes it out. He takes his all, but at some point you're gonna crack. Oh, excuse me. At some point you're gonna crack. You're gonna snap.
Can't think straight at all. Yeah, I've barely eaten since I fucking read these emails. Yeah.
I'm too employed as well, bored with this, but you know what? When it comes to things like this is what I'm interested in. I will mention these things to you guys. We're gonna wrap things up shortly, I promise.
Acute diarrhea as well. I've had that. I ain't even lying.
Oi, man's got the runs.
Yeah. Defamation of character. Big up RB, bro. I swear this chat is goated. Yeah. And I know he's watching it. Go and send that to your fucking group chat. How about that?
Also to mention, Lee reckons there's a lot of other people involved in this. It's a group. It's not just one person. It's a group, but one person is perpetrating it and there's others involved and all that sort of shit there. Make up your minds. Make of that what you will. Again, back to the main point, like going through the efforts of compiling an email to say like, I represent this law firm and my client says this and that and blah, blah, blah. You need to remove this and moderate this and this and that. Blah, 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 blah. Really, bruv? All that? And if it's not real, someone has gone through all that. Like we talk about like being too employed to actually pay attention to this sort of stuff. Imagine trying to work a 9 to 5, having a career, and then doing other bits and pieces, and then trying to keep on top of this stuff. It's crazy work. But someone to go through these levels and compile emails and fake emails and numbers and lawyer license numbers and all this sort of shit there, for what, man? It's got him. It's got him annoyed. It's got him rattled. And again, I'll make the point. I am not one of these people who says, I don't like this person, I hope their channel gets taken down. I'm not that person, because one day it can be me, the next day it can be your mate, the day after that it can be your best mate's mate. You never know what can happen in this day and age when it comes to social media, which is why I say, don't ask for people's channels to be taken down. Instead, rebuttal, compile something, give a counter opinion, tell us why you disagree, whether they're right, wrong, things like that. A conversation is probably going to be better suited than just reporting their channel. And look, you can still do that if you want. No one's going to stop you. I'm not saying don't do it. I wouldn't do it, because as much as I dislike what somebody says or how somebody acts, it's not in me to want to see their channel gone, because tomorrow it could be me, next day it could be your best mate. It's crazy, bro. It's mad. It's mad. And Lee maybe he's going through a bit of a nervous breakdown, or he's on the verge of it. It's a bit crazy, man. It's a bit crazy. When you're successful, you become hated. Luke Litley's becoming hated because he keeps winning. See, I don't like his face. I just don't like his face when he smiles. He's just a little smug prick, but he's a great darts player. What else can you say, bruv? What else can you say? Yeah, it's crazy work to see that happen in there. He reckons he knows who it is. I don't know. It's all alleged. I'm not sure. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know if it's I don't know if it's autism or not, but I don't know about that. Do we know what the email says? Maybe assumes it's a group chat because of multiple names. No, it's just one person. It's like my client, one lawyer acting on behalf of a client, shall we say. It's crazy. Reporting channels is grasp, but exactly, Lebo, exactly right. You don't do that stuff, bro. There's reporting channels and striking channels is like an unwritten rule in YouTube. If someone does commentary about me and I don't like what they say, if I were to like strike it or say copyright claim it or have it taken down, whatever, that's a dick move. If someone did that to me, that's a dick move. It's like, it's just an unwritten rule in YouTube. You just don't do that. You don't strike other people's channels and you don't strike other people's videos, bro. What it is. But see, that's the see, love Mackay, I hate the ops. He abuses people, so that's fine. It's not fine. He's admitted himself, like he dishes and he gets it back as well. But this levels to fake a legal document, if it is fake after all, which it seems to be, to try and rattle him and have him remove posts and whatnot. They are getting to him. That's all I'm saying. Exactly, Mundane Matt. You know as well, 100%. See, he knows. Everyone knows the Ballad of Mundane Matt. Now wait a minute, Matt. No. Great moment in YouTube folklore that was. Oh, what a day. What a day. Long story, Luke Skywalker, long story. But it happened once, and bro, when people had a panic attack, I'm like, yeah, that shit ain't fun. That shit ain't fun at all, bruv. Not fun at all. Anyways, let's wrap this up here. Let's have a look at something a little bit funny. This was Igal. He's never felt so confident versus Liverpool. Let's have a listen to this. I have not seen this yet. Let's have a listen to this. I want to listen to what he said here.
I feel like Tottenham's coming to the Emirates. That's how it feels right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not
Kunle even rolled his eyes. Catch is looking like, oh, okay. Roms is like laughing. Matt's face palming. Roms is going like, what the hell? Oh, my days.
In a way that it's like, oh, it's a rivalry. No, in the sense that we know we're going to win. We're feeling confident. I'm looking at your team. I'm looking at your setup. I'm looking at your manager. I'm looking at your situation. I'm just saying to myself, I feel that confident.
And you know what's funny? Kunle, top left, and Catch, top right, they're normally the ones that are mouthy backing Arsenal, saying, yeah, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. Even they're just like, I don't want to do this, bruv. Don't say anything, don't do nothing, don't do this. But he's saying it.
It's like going into a North London derby where you know you're going to win. It's to the point where your players...
Mons looks frozen.
I see Liverpool fans telling me,
they went off screen.
They want you guys to get slapped.
They went off screen.
because there's rumors you guys could get sacked, your manager could get sacked. Your attack is looking weak. Your midfield that you improved, that you signed this big player for, is really not looking that great. Your defenders, your best ever defender in Virgil van Dijk is having one of his worst seasons. And I'm just looking around and I'm saying to myself, I don't see where you can hurt us. I don't see how you can stop us. And then you get it to the next level. Your set pieces. This is why, another reason why you're moving like Tottenham. Your manager's moving like
Cash got the bandana. He got the balaclava, sorry. He's like, no, I'm not having this.
Ange. He's moving like Ange. He does not want to address the glaring issue with set pieces. And it's been happening all season. And hey, another issue you guys have, you can't keep a lead. Even if you score first, even if you score 2.
That's true.
Somehow you let somebody back.
That is true.
And I'm just that confident. And also, we've seen Bayern come to the Emirates. We've seen Atletico Madrid come to the Emirates. We've seen so many teams come to the Emirates and get slapped
Was it
up.
combing the beads?
I just think it's going to be a replication of the same thing.
Do you know what's mad,
I
yeah?
was gonna get my African, but I don't have a beard in it.
Mods. But the funniest thing is, though, we do need chest. We need a bit of entertainment. We need a bit of chest. And look, Igal is a good value for it. But it's mad, though, because he was talking to he did a short about what Szoboszlai said about the Champions thing. It's like, oh, so how do you feel going to play the Champions on Thursday? To Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai's like, we're the champions. You know, we're going there. They're playing us. They're not champions yet. No one's champion in January. And even Igal said, why are people saying Arsenal are champions in January? This is the mainstream media that are perpetrating this. When he's the same dude who said, we're going to walk this league. The league's done. It's going to be wrapped up November, December, January. Every month is going to be wrapped up in this month. Same person, you know. I find it funny that he says this, but then the same thing happens, bruv. It's crazy work, bruv. It's mad. Champions Elect would be a good way to put it. Exactly, we're 100%. I said more than likely, they're probably going to end up winning the league, which is fair enough. And if they do, they get their plaudits, they get their congratulations. Anyone who says otherwise, they're just coping and being disingenuous. But to say all this, but then the other day, or just hours before this, you were saying how, you're maybe you'll go on to win this league, but then you're confident about beating Liverpool and whatnot. I mean, surely that has to go hand in hand, with why you're going to win this league. But crazy. A fan saying it is different to the mainstream media, I agree. But then you've got people like the Football Terrorists who want to say like, oh, we go against the mainstream media. We're not the mainstream media, but they do the exact same thing that the mainstream media does. That to me, I don't understand. But big ups to him. Man's got the chest out. I get it. Yeah, just say leopard in the tree. Yeah, leopard in the tree. Oh, the sun will never let that down. In terms of score though, my heart says draw. I don't think we're going to win. There's no chance of us getting a win at the Emirates. My heart says draw. I don't give a shit if it's a stink 0-0, if it's a crazy 3-3 or a tense 1-1. My heart says draw, but my brain says we're going to lose 3-0. That's what my brain says. We're going to lose 3-0. Arne Slot will still be in the job. Nothing is going to happen to him because FSG won't act. Edwards ain't going to do shit. Hughes is not going to do anything as well. And we're just going to keep this going on. And then Manchester United will probably get better with the new manager. If that's Ole coming back again temporarily. Maybe Rossini gets Chelsea up and running. Or shit, maybe even Brentford actually kick on. Maybe Newcastle go on a bit of a run here. And they can go past us. And we could end up in the bottom depths next to like Tottenham, shall we say, bruv. If it goes horribly bad, bruv. It's mad. It's absolutely mad. Someone needs to make it go to a forfeit if his assistant against doesn't pan out. I think somebody else said that we were going to get slapped up and whatnot, but there's plenty of previews out there. I'm going to wrap it up now. I've done my bit, all good. Yeah, we got no attackers, bro. That's what I'm saying, like 3-0, bro. Even if we had like an Ekitike or an Isak, maybe I'd still think like maybe we can jag a goal, maybe a set piece or something. I just don't see where it's going to come from, bro. Even though we have Alisson, you have Robbo or Kerkez, Van Dijk, Kanate, and then Bradley or Frimpong. You'll have Szoboszlai, you'll have McAllister or Jones, or Gravenberch, and then you'll have Wirtz, fucking Chiesa if he starts him, Gakpo playing front up, maybe Rio might get a game for once, who the hell knows. Arne Slot's an absolute waffle, bruv. It's crazy. Now I forgot about Salah. That's so much I forgot about Salah, bruv. It's crazy, man. Big up Miles. Last year, I wasn't confident going to the Emirates. We ended up getting a 2-2 draw, but we still had a decent team back then. Obviously, we went on to win the league and all that, but that was still early in the season. But this game here tomorrow, the way Arsenal have been playing, like I said, my heart says draw, but my brain says we're going to lose. And it's going to be comfortable as well. Crazy. Anyways, wrapping it up. Thank you for watching. Appreciate that. I tried to summarize this League Gunner thing as best as I possibly could, give you my take on things as well as try and be as unbiased as possible, but also just people trying to take down other channels because I don't like the person or what they say or what they do is always a bit of a mad one for me, but that's just my take on it. I just don't like seeing people go after people's channels because it's a bit redundant. I don't like it because what's stopping my channel being taken down by someone who doesn't like what I say? I hate Nick because he talks about other people's channels and I don't like that, and report, whatever, and then my channel's gone. And then what? Start a new one. Try get another following again. Crazy work. Anyways, that's it. We've got we'll go to views. We'll go to the what's it called? The Inter something with views. I know we'll go to views on sports. We'll go to him, give him some love, shout him out, and I'll wrap it up here. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you all. Link posted down below. All that good stuff. Pray for a draw, but I think it's going to be a loss for Liverpool. And are you really shocked? Will you be shocked if Liverpool lose tonight, tomorrow, wherever you may be around the world? Will you be shocked? No. If Liverpool win, that's a shock. Then we've got a spanner in the works. But Man City have been arse as well, so who knows? 5-0 Arsenal, Trudon. Come on, bro. Why are you doing this to me? Anyways, I'm wrapping it up. Peace out, everybody. All the best. Be good. Enjoy your Thursday, Friday for me tomorrow. So, peace out. All the best. Wrapping up. We're going to views. We're going to views this channel after this. Show him some love. Peace out, everybody.
End the stream, Dave. End the stream. End it, blah. End it now.
Like, share, comment, subscribe. Bye.